Good morning. My name is Kim, and I'm just going to speak from the heart. This is my message in a bottle, so to speak. I'm putting this out there um, for anybody that might need it. I've been told by several people who are important in my life that basically I need to start sharing, that there are people who can benefit from my experiences. And I guess what's on my mind today is um, dealing with a toxic parent. I mean, this is a subject that's been done over and over again lately, and I get that. But, I'm a Gen Xer, and I think the impression of most Gen Xers is that we're not emotional, and that's simply not true. There's a lot of pent up emotion, a lot of pain, a lot of trauma that goes on that many of us are just healing from. We're just learning to love ourselves from being raised by parents who didn't know how to love themselves. It's not about fault or blame necessarily. It's about people doing the best they can with what they have at the moment and not trying to hurt others, but especially their own children, but trying to figure out the path beyond their own pain. And some never do. And I've forgiven my mother, but it comes to a point, a place, and a time where you have a decision, to continue being in a relationship with someone who doesn't have the capacity to love and accept you as you are, versus distancing yourself so that you can learn to love yourself. You look at me right now, how I am. This is me. This is raw. This is morning time, hair a crazy mess. This is no makeup. This is me. A facet of me. But I had a conversation with my mom yesterday because sometimes I just, the idea of her being alone, even though she's pushed everyone away, the idea of her being alone hurts. But sometimes there's just nothing you can do to help someone or to fix someone. They're going to find a way to trigger you, to make you feel bad about yourself. With my mom, it's been about weight. I struggled with my weight a little as a child, not much. I was hitting a growth spurt, put on a few pounds, so she put me on a diet. I was 8 the first time, and I was 12 the second time. And, but it started very young about my weight. And though I was slender through high school and, even being slender, that wasn't going to be good enough for her. But whenever I did gain weight, as a young adult, then it was on. Everything was about my weight. And, I felt ashamed. I felt like she was ashamed of me, and it made me ashamed of myself. And, that's the least of things that she did to me and my siblings out of pain. Her own abusive background and upbringing. She just, the trauma that she suffered caused a form of narcissism to develop. And, and it's been a tug of war ever since, trying to tug her closer to me, trying to get closer to her, push and pull, tug and it's been hard. And at some point in life, you say enough is enough. It's done. But I was, I was writing a poem this morning and I wanted to share it. And I'm just, as I said earlier, I'm going to send it out there like a message in a bottle and hope that whoever needs it receives it. I'm just going to read it. And this is my my notebook, by the way, my journal where I write my stuff in. Sitting here in tears, with the years casting images to my brain, spent so much time in fear it appeared everlasting along with the experience of pain. I only wanted to love you, but you've been the lesson hardest learned. Everything I've been through with all of your aggression made me feel love is something hard to earn. There are moments when that idea still burns. I wanted your love and approval, the way a mother should approve of her own child. What I've gotten is removal of respect, esteem, and love as things compiled. I understand the complexity of suffering that molded you in this form. The thing that still perplexes me is how to continue loving you without regret that I was ever born. It's clear I have to choose, but choosing me will leave your broken soul alone. I know it's what I have to do, and am torn in this belief. It leaves you with one less to walk you home. I cannot love us both, not at the same time, and not within this reality. So the door must close for me to heal my heart and mind and find the path to finally loving me. When you have an abusive parent, loving yourself is the hardest thing in the world. Seeing your own worth. I'm learning. But for anyone out there going through the same thing, you're worth it. And you're worthy. And you can give yourself the love, the attention, the validation that you never received from that parent. You're beautiful. You're worth it. You have so much to offer. Get on here and send a message in a bottle. Tell your story. Share your victories, your triumphs, just share. And someone will find that bottle and they will open it and they will receive what you have to offer. We are all connected. Every one of us, we're all connected. And it's imperative that we connect with healing. As we heal ourselves, we have a unique perspective and ability to get that message out there to others, that you can heal yourself, that it's possible, that you can love yourself. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Choose how you speak to yourself carefully. You've been through enough. You've already been through enough. So choose the words of life. Give yourself life with your words. Thank you for listening.